Hey team, so Coach Jess here. Today we're doing an at-home basic workout. You're gonna need some dumbbells if you have them. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. You can just kind of go through the motions with us. So let's get started because we only have 16 minutes, right? Okay, so coming down to the floor, you're just gonna do a little bit of stretching here. So bringing one leg out, hinging forward, just feeling the back of that leg stretch. Switching up those legs, bringing that other in front, hinging forward. Just stretching. If you want to do a little bit more stretching, I have a stretching video that you can do. You know, if you want to check that out. You should probably stretch a little bit more, okay? Laying back here, we're gonna bend one knee, bend the other knee right behind, so stretching out that glute. It's kind of nice just to lay down, breathe. Do this all day. Okay, I'm kidding. Switching up those legs. Stretching. So one knee's bent. You can always push that other knee back a little bit if you want to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. You can also bring that leg forward. Okay, coming up to standing. We're gonna just hinge forward, bringing one arm against your knee and just rotating out, then back down. So just opening up through that spine from the side. This is what it looks like. Good. Let's go over to that other side. So bracing that other arm and up to the side. Good. A couple more here. Then we'll get moving because you can. Deep breath in and out and in and out and in and out. Okay, we're gonna just kind of go side to side just to start warming up the hips a little bit more. So just side to side. We're getting ready. So our first exercise, I will lead you through it. You're working for 30 seconds, resting for 30 seconds. I'll show you everything as we go through so you can follow along. Here we go. Our first exercise is jumping jacks, right? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Just 30 seconds here. If that's too much, you can always step it out to the side. If you're easing into working out, this is exactly what I want you to do. We're just gonna move through this. If you're feeling good, right into that jumping jack. Woohoo! You can get fancy with those hands. Oh my goodness, jazz fingers, spirit fingers. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Good, okay. Resting. Okay, our next exercise, we're gonna do push-ups. So you're gonna come down to the floor. If you're easing into this on your knees, is totally fine. If you're feeling good, you can actually come up into your plank position. So, couple things here. You're always trying to keep that plank position. Your arms are coming out kind of like an arrow, okay? You can go here too if you want. Avoid this though, because that creates some shoulder impingement and pain, which no bueno, right? We don't want that. Okay, here we go, into those push-ups. If you're on your knees, I wanna make sure that you're in that plank position still. So you're not here, okay? Again, that's creating a little bit of shoulder impingement. So coming down to those knees, arms at an angle, core is engaged here. 10 more seconds. Of course, if you're a rock star, you're up on your feet doing those push-ups. I'm working on mine. There we go, we are resting. Resting, my favorite exercise. I love it. Okay, almost there. 30 seconds, obviously grab some water if you need to. Our next exercise is a squat. So you're gonna go a little bit further than hip distance apart. Depending on what feels right, you're either gonna go out or in. I'm not a huge rule maker. Sometimes this feels better, and if that feels better, that's fine, okay? We're all built differently in our hip socket. So sometimes putting your feet forward is gonna hurt. Sometimes a little bit of a turnout is gonna feel good. I want you to squat down to where it feels good. Keeping those heels on the ground is super important though. And coming up tall. If you come down a little bit further, that's okay. A couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're resting. Resting. Our next exercise is a row. You're gonna grab your dumbbells if you have them. If you don't, You're just gonna go through the movement. And that's totally fine, okay? The main thing here, I want you to hinge forward. So sending those hips out, back is flat, pulling with those shoulders blades. I always say it's like we're cracking walnuts with our shoulders, because that's where we crack walnuts, all right? Okay, here we go, into that row. So like I said, if you don't have dumbbells, you're just doing this movement. So really pulling back with those shoulders. If you have dumbbells though, you're here and rowing. Keeping your head in a neutral position, so it's not up like this, like a turtle. It's not sad and depressed, okay? Just neutral position. 5 more seconds. Last one. Right there. Good. Okay. Our next exercise, we're gonna do forward lunges. Actually, we'll do a reverse lunge, because if you're easing in, sometimes it's easier to decelerate the motion. So you're just gonna step back and come up. Don't worry so much about that front knee. We have a lot of rules in fitness. The reason we say behind the knee is to ensure safety. But if your natural lunge pattern is a little bit different, that's okay. The main thing I want is for that foot to be grounded on the ground, okay? So if it's a little bit forward, that's okay. Maybe play around with it. See how stepping back farther might be a little bit scarier. Maybe a short step feels weird, okay? Take it to your level. You can always add weight to this if you want to. You would hold it here, sandbag, whatever you choose. A couple more here. And last one. Good, you guessed it. We're gonna go over to the other leg, okay? So if you start on your left, you're going to your right. If you start on your right, probably going to your left, right? Okay, right, left. Who knows? Okay, so like I said, depending on where your step back feels, that's where I want you to go in 5 seconds. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, stepping back and forward. Digging through that front heel as you come up to standing. So you should feel this in your legs. You should feel a little in your glutes, maybe in your core, maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your lungs, all the places. Checking in with that ankle, seeing how that front ankle maybe rolls around a bit. Mine does, for sure. That's because I'm just working on that ankle mobility and strength. And we're resting. Now, okay, our next exercise is an inchworm. Everyone's favorite. You're going to hinge forward, walk your hands out, find your plank position, and walk your hands back. Don't stand up in between because you'll get nauseous. Just, you don't want to get lightheaded. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, hinging, walking out like an inchworm. Then right back, and then right out again. People are always kind of shocked with how the heart rate goes up with this one. I think it's because when we come into a plank position, your body has to renegotiate everything it knows about being upright. This feels upright, but it's at an angle, okay? Last one here, out to that plank, and right back up. You can stand up. Now, we're gonna do that whole thing again because we can, right? 60 minutes, but we gotta get our workout in. Going back to those jumping jacks because they were so fun, right? Here we go, 18 seconds. Deep breath in, grabbing some water if you need it. I should have grabbed some water myself. So be it, here we go, in 5 seconds, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, jumping jacks. Like I said, if you wanna add some jazz hands, if this is too much, you can totally step it out. That's fine. Whew. Whew. Feel like a little 1980s. Da-da, da-da. Good, almost there. You go in a circle if you want to. That's always silly. 7 more seconds, maybe around again. One more time, just because you can. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guessed it. Push-ups are next. I know you've been waiting. They're so wonderful. We love push-ups. If you cannot do a push-up, even on your knees, and that's totally fine, I still want you to hold that plank position and go to where you can. A push-up is just a plank with bending arms. That's it. We've overcomplicated it, okay? Let's do it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Finding your plank position and just bending to where you can. Keeping your head neutral position, so it's not down here and sad, it's not up here and sad, it's just here. Core is engaged, glutes are squeezed. You have 10 more seconds. If you need to rest at any point, that's fine. Maybe rest in that plank position. You're still working on the core. Pushing through, 2 and 1. That one's done. Coming up to standing, our next exercise is that squat again. Marla's like, I don't really like squats, but I guess I'll do them. She's on the fence. So like I said before, if you're a little bit turned out, that's fine. It's however that socket fits, how your leg fits in that socket. So don't stress too much about it. The thing I want you to do is keep your heels on the ground. Here we go, in 3, 2, squat, okay? Also, another thing, if you come over super forward, that's okay. The reason being, the further over we are, the more we're asking our glutes to work. So, actually coming over super far is asking us to work further. That was Marla. She's like, yeah, work those glutes. 10 more seconds. Pushing through those heels on the way up. I always add a little bit of an extension at the top just to stretch out the front of those hip flexors. We're done with that. Yes, onto our rows. Rows, just rows. Get it? Da-da-da-da. I know, it's awful, it's awful. Think of what my husband has to do. He has to live with me, okay? Again, if it's too much with weights, you can just do the movement. If you don't have weights, that's fine. If you have light weights, that's fine as well. 5 seconds, picking up those weights, hinging at the hips, feet hip distance apart, and we're rowing. Breathing here. Really pushing down through your feet too, just to ground you. Pushing down through those heels. Core is engaged. Just rowing. 14 more seconds. You're more than halfway through. Yes, you can. Breathing here. 7 seconds. And 3, I'm counting more for myself. 2, and done. Whew, wonderful. Okay, so before we did reverse lunges, now we're gonna do lateral lunges, which means we're gonna step to the side and come up to standing. When you step to the side, I want you to send those hips back. Again, remembering that every time we're here, it's asking our glutes to work harder, okay? Here we go, in 5 seconds. You can go right or left, whatever you choose. The world is your oyster. Here we go, to the side. Landing that heel every time. Again, if there's a little bit of a turnout, I'm okay with that. Again, that's just how you're built. Now, if it's here, maybe we don't want that, okay? Try to keep that foot kind of wherever it falls. Don't overthink it. But this turns into a different exercise. We're asking different muscles to work. 3, 2, last one, done. Okay, over to that other side. Now, I should have said this earlier, but if at any point you want to add some weight to this because you have your dumbbells, you can totally hold a weight. Okay, for this, I would hold it here. You can hold it here. It gets a little awkward with that knee though. I'm gonna do this without because I'm talking while working out. It's wonderful. Here we go, 6 seconds. Deep breath in, stepping out with that other foot. There you go, you're working. Now I kind of sometimes will add a reach because it feels nice, or jazz hands because it feels fancy, okay? Side to side, 18 more seconds. Always sending those hips back. So again, back, core comes down, you have 8 more seconds here. Ooh, maybe you're moving the rug a little bit. You're almost done. Yes, you can in 2. Last one, done. Okay, our final inchworm. Everything you've waited for. the final inchworm. And then we'll do a little stretching, and then you're done. 16 minutes, it's over. Wonderful. Here we go. Maybe you'll do another stretch video. Maybe you'll go on with your day. I don't know, maybe you'll go for a walk or a run or a nap. I like that nap option. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Hinging forward, finding that plank, walking back, walking out again, walking back out again. Oh, is this how an inchworm feels all day? Just like not really going anywhere. Or maybe going somewhere, just not fast. 6 more seconds. This has been fast though, because it's 16 seconds. And you're done. Like that. Let's do some final jumping jacks, and let's just do them, right? Because you're done. Let's celebrate. Woo! Some final celebratory jumping jacks. You can go in a circle. You can go halfway through that circle and back around, and then the other way, halfway, back around. Woo! Maybe add some fancy hands. Maybe stepping it out. We're almost done. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Deep breath in and out, and in and out, and in and out. Go a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Hands come up, breathing in, hinging forward. Let your head fall. Oh my goodness, let it fall. Shake it out. Walk your hands to that right hand. I mean your right foot. It might be your hand. I don't know anymore, right? You just worked out. Walk your hands over to that other side. Walk your hands to the center. Rolling up. Whew, you're done. Take a deep breath in and out, and give yourself a round of applause. You did it. 16 minutes, it's done. Your workout is done. Good work. My name is Coach Jess. If you need anything else, contact me down on the little YouTube thing. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, be my friend. Okay, have a great day. Grab some water, and I'll see you soon. Bye.